Hi, Collective. I am JaJa. Welcome to Cosmic Mirror Tarot. Um, this is day 4 of my lockdown. Spirit still has me in the house, which is fine. But yeah, they called me to the table to pull some tarot. I don't think today I'll do any more. They're telling me I'll do 2 collective messages, one today, one right now, and one later tonight. And then I'll finish the rest of the signs, twin flame, starting tomorrow. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. This reading will be timeless whenever you find it. Works for me. So the card that I pulled from the past life oracle to start was spirituality and religion. So I'm going to go ahead and read from the book. It says, everyone's soul enjoys varied experiences and opportunities. So it's very common for us to explore a number of different religions and spiritual paths as we travel through lifetimes. While spiritual growth and knowledge accumulate during all lifetimes, the specific spiritual or religious path differs in each one. Perhaps the religion you were raised with doesn't coincide with your true beliefs. This acknowledgement may trigger guilt, fear, or shame, unless you're aware of the bigger picture. Your spiritual knowledge is housed within your soul, and you are an internal being who is forever connected to divine infinite wisdom. This card asks you to explore alternative spiritual and religious paths. There you will find the inner peace and answers you seek. Love that. I mentioned in another video, I don't remember which one it was, but and Spirit has called me to do a, kind of how I have been able to come to terms with some of my rituals and practices that would technically be considered witchcraft and my Christianity, right? For me, part of my spiritual awakening that I had around the age of 30, it was just very, very clear to me. I was in a very, very deep depression. I was actually contemplating suicide, and went to a spiritual retreat, a Christian retreat from a church that I was going to at the time. Had been fasting for about a week, and my pain just got so overwhelming. I had shame, I had guilt, from previous relationships, from me stripping, from everything that just happened, right? It just kind of like all hit me at once as I was approaching 30. And I was called to go to the chapel at this a church retreat that I was at, and just give it all to God. And as I did that, I had a what I would refer to as basically an out of body spiritual experience. And Jesus was very clear to me, right? That I have lived several lifetimes, and each lifetime my religion has varied, right? At the end of the day, he created me this way. At the end of the day, Source wants us to have that experience of various religions. And me stepping into who I am and what spirituality means to me is my own path, right? I can't let other people judge my path. And I'm getting that really heavy with that. It's like, I have a very clear recollection of my past life in Egypt. I have a very clear recollection of my past life as a druid, a very clear recollection as my past life as a nun in like the 1500s in Spain. So for me, it's like, I've been Catholic, I've been Druid, I've been Egyptian, right? And so it's who I am, right? I can't deny who I am. And I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to get across with the spirituality and religion. And at some point, you just have to come to terms with you are who you are, and your God made you that way. I'm a huge, huge proponent of that. Because, like I said, I had a full-on spiritual experience, and for me, that was Jesus confirming, right, that, like, I wasn't evil. It wasn't, there is evil out there, and there is people who do devil worship and stuff like that. But that's not, he knew my heart. I know my heart, right? Kind of thing. So, All right, let's see here. I'm just going to pull a couple of the Kipper deck, and then I'm going to get into the tarot. I think I want to end it off with a Celtic tree Ogam, especially since we're talking about religion. For whatever reason, I keep hearing crossroads in my mind. Being at a spiritual crossroads can be kind of looking at which pathway you want to take. Do you want to double down on a religion that you were brought up with, or do you want to kind of step out and take the spiritual path? I only wanted to pull two of these, but I'm a little confused. So we have great fortune, marriage in the reverse, courtship, and mature man in the reverse. I've been saying this a lot. I think I was saying this in Gemini's video. There are 3D based marriages, right? And then there are soul contracts with people. Getting heavy third party vibes here. I don't know what this is. I'm trying to confirm with spirit where they want me to go with this. When you decide to go down a spiritual path, that is against what your friends or your family believe in, a lot of times you're gonna, that crossroad, picking a lane is gonna be hard, right? For me, what has always worked is I just go with what is most true and authentic to me, right? I can't live my life for anyone else. Like I can't. That's what had me contemplating suicide at 29, right? Like that was the conclusion that I came to in my conversation with Jesus at that time, was just like trying to be someone for everybody else. It doesn't work for me, right? All I can be is JaJa. Since then, it's been a kind of unraveling of the onion, right? Of the different pieces of me. Some things I tried on and I didn't like and I tossed. Some things I did like, where I feel like we're always evolving as people and getting to know ourselves, right? It's important not to have a fixed view of yourself, because the whole point of us being here is spiritual and personal evolution, right? The soul's growth. And I say all of that because great fortune always gives me good karma. And I'm just getting a sense here of someone who is at a crossroads, probably in a marriage, in a courtship, or even at a crossroads with their spirituality versus their religion. And what spirit is trying to make clear is there's a difference between following a 3D based, or your friends and your family's base of marriage and commitment versus what your soul's calling is. I am going to be absolutely honest with you. If you have a higher calling, okay, and you would know this if you're an empath, if you're intuitive, you have dreams, you see things, right? That is a higher calling on your life. When you get to that crossroads, if you choose to ignore it, this great fortune turns upside down. Because that was the vow, that was the contract that you made with spirit before incarnating. Now, what spirit's going to do is, in order to get you to see that, in order to get you to surrender, and I think I said this in the spiritual lesson versus evil eye and spell work, right? It's like spirit will literally strip you away of everything until the only place you have to go is to spirit. Okay, I've experienced that a couple times. And I'm getting this heavy sense here of someone needing to understand that there's religion and 3D contracts and dogma, right? And then there's spirituality, standing in who you are, and walking the pathway that you agreed with, uh, that you made an agreement with, spirit before incarnating. Okay, I feel complete in that. They want me actually to do some tarot. So let's do some tarot, see what we can get here. I'm hoping it's not another telenovela. Like, I can't, y'all. Um, I feel like it's not going to be because we have spirituality and religion. Split the deck, we have the Ace of Wands and the World. So a new beginning, a completion of a cycle. So let's see what Spirit has to say about that. Not being left out in the cold, or feeling not left out in the cold. What else? Spirit. The truth. What is the truth, Spirit? The truth. What is the truth? The Star in the reverse. Not healing. I'm also hearing not being patient is an injustice. Justice in the reverse. Okay. Alright, they said 2 more. Rewounding. Nana. Oops, sorry, y'all. Give me a second. And manipulation. Ooh. Let's see what that means. You want to cross? They want to cross. Moving of illusion. Getting rid of betrayal. The devil in the reverse. All right. Okay, so to start, the overall energy is the 7 of Cups in the reverse. That means some sort of veil has lifted. Whoever I'm reading for has been illuminated to some sort of truth. Now, what's interesting is we have the 6 of Swords as the outcome or the future position. Which I'm going to clarify, because it's still like, again, remember I was seeing crossroads, right? It's like someone, I'm almost getting a sense of like trying to hold on to not learning a lesson. And I say that because we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse. Now, the Hierophant in the reverse can be a broken marriage, which we did see marriage in the reverse up here. But with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, that's a higher lesson. It's a higher calling. Like someone just absolutely refusing to accept the higher calling that has been placed on their life. What's interesting is this in the subconscious is the 6 of Wands. So I'm getting very heavy ego here, very heavy someone liking the attention of people, or a person, place, or thing. And that's what's keeping them kind of going around and around on this Wheel of Fortune. In the influence, you have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. It's like there was a betrayal, a major betrayal, multiple times. With the Knight of Pentacles being here, it's been betrayal over years, right? But I don't know. And you see the truth. So I'm very confused on what's going on here. In the past, there's the Devil in the reverse. So yeah, I don't know what this is. Now, with the current attitude being the 9 of Swords, so someone who has sleepless nights, is trapped in their mind, can't seem to get over things. And so you see how this isn't really making sense? It's like, you know the truth, You've been illuminated, but you're trapped in your mind and you're still not moving forward. Let's see. Let's see what this is. Spirit, can you clarify for me the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Cups? Tower. Oh, this is a lot. Strength. Nine of Cups in the reverse. 10 of Cups. And the 8 of Wands. Yeah, again, with the Ace of Swords with the Tower is very heavy, a truth that kind of like knocked a foundation, right? I'm hearing, and with the Ten of Cups here, it could have been a truth around a family. The overall spread of this that I'm clarifying is spirituality and religion. So it's kind of like, there was some religion, maybe your family is very religious and there was something that came in and just rocked the foundation. With the strength card being here, I'm almost like, remember I was saying I was getting this, like, I'm just trying to hold everything together. That's also what this Ten of Swords is giving me. It's like, um, I don't want to let go. I don't want to move on. I don't you know, although the Tower is here, the Ace of Swords is here, and the Seven of Cups is in the reverse. With this Nine of Cups in the reverse and the Eight of Wands, I'm also getting a sense of like you're not happy here. I know you're not happy because we have the Nine of Swords in your current attitude. That this isn't happiness. This is being stressed out and scared and crying at night. Um, Spirit, what is this Ten of Swords in the reverse? The Empress and the Page of Wands. So some sort of communication with an Empress. That could be a baby mama. The Empress is all the queens in the deck. She's loving, she's abundant, she's caring. She manifests easily. The Page of Wands, I'm definitely getting communication. Like there was something that was said either to this Empress or to you from this Empress. Let's see what this Ten of Swords is. We have the King of Swords now. And the Five of Swords in the reverse. This is giving me an omen. So the King of Swords is someone who makes really wise decisions. It's also the card of divorce. Again, we have the Hierophant in the reverse and marriage in the reverse. With the Five of Swords, it's like, be wise, stand your ground, don't self-sabotage. Okay? I keep hearing cord cutting, you guys, so I don't know, how comfortable you are. But if this is a situation where you're just going round and round on this Wheel of Fortune, I would suggest a cord cutting ritual. And that's really just calling your power back to you and just saying, anything that isn't for my highest and most best good, it can get the fuck on. What is this Nine of Swords? Holding back. Communication. Information about a child. Gossip. And codependency. Just getting like, these are all pinging off of that Ace of Swords, but they're showing it to me in the reverse. Like someone who's trapped in their mind, almost lying to themselves about something. Spirit, what is this Wheel of Fortune? No reconciliation and anger. Something that is, the secret's been illuminated about a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this is very much giving me omens, y'all. I don't know who this is for. I'm going to clarify a couple more of these and fill the energy out. Not learning the lesson is an injustice, causes depression, it's a foolish decision, or take a leap of faith to have victory. Okay, let's have the Nine of Cups again, but this time in the upright. What is this Devil in the reverse? What is this Devil in the reverse? Third party situation, a new perspective, the King of Pentacles upright, and the World in reverse. I'm almost getting a sense. This is giving me heavy twin flame readings, y'all. And take this as it resonates. I think it was Pisces and Capricorn, where in both situations, the Emperor had found his Empress. But had other things going on. We're trying to close out karmic cycles, you know. It was almost like the Empress was like the Empress is in the influence position. It's not down here with the Emperor, you know, anywhere else. Like it's kind of like that, where it's like they've met this person, but they're still, specifically with Capricorn, it's like you've met this person, but you're still in Knight of Wands energy. That is not good karma. Now, we all have free will, right? Now, you can say, I just don't want my twin flame, or I just don't want my soulmate. You absolutely have that right. But if you and this person had a higher calling together, what you are doing is bringing bad karma to yourself. You're basically saying, not only do I not want my my assigned partner, but I also do not want my assigned mission, right? So Spirit's like, then why the fuck are you here? I'm just gonna throw that out there, right? Like the whole purpose of you coming here was, and mind you, it doesn't even have to be a twin flame, right? It could have been a family member that you were supposed to start some sort of business with, like where you make renewable energy or something like that. But like, you know, if you came in with a higher calling for in some way to make the world a better place, to be a healer, to be you know, to create some new innovative product, and you don't do that, be prepared for your life to be difficult. Okay, it's part of the reason why I started my tarot channel, right? It was just like they had told me 2 years ago to do it, and when I tell you my last 2 years, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was like they kept telling me until finally it was like the only thing I had to focus on was tarot, right? So I'm just saying, I'm getting a heavy sense here of someone being presented with something and just not taking it. And I say that because it's like this, and the Devil in reverse in the past, it's like, and it's pinging off of this Ace of Swords and Seven of Cups in reverse. Like you've been illuminated to either a third party situation in this, if this is a a connection or a marriage. I'm going to assume it's a marriage because there's too many cards here between the Hierophant, the marriage in reverse, and we have the Lovers down here, which I'll get to in a second. Where I just feel like it's like you're aware, right? But you have this fixed perspective, right? That's what the Hangman upright is about this person, a King of Pentacles. And it's not letting you complete a cycle. Now, this is in the past, so I almost feel like, I don't know, because your future is still not very good. I don't want to say that. That sounds mean. I'll get to the outcome in a second. But in the subconscious, clarifying the Six of Wands, which remember I told you was giving me like someone who's very much in their ego, they like attention. I'm also hearing someone who may be in a relationship right now that is like polygamous or something like that, or like it's an open relationship. And so it's like, this is comfortable, this works for me. I don't have to be fully committed. I don't have to step into my divinity, right? I can just run around and play and do what I want and come home and my wife or my husband is there. I'm getting that really, really heavy with this Six of Wands. It's like there was some sort of tower about that, tower in the Nine of Cups. It's like being made, like something happened because that was just doing too much. Do you know what I'm saying? Like someone in this partnership has over consumed or overdone something. With the Lovers, the Queen of Swords, the Emperor, and the Chariot in the reverse. I'm just hearing there's some sort of judgment that's blocking forward movements. Now, with the Queen of Swords, this is someone that is very wise, has been through a lot, takes no shit. She's in the upright, and she feels good. She doesn't feel. Yeah, I don't know what. And I can't understand why she is like the Emperor is looking at her, right? And she's blocking the Lovers. So I'm almost getting a sense of almost like I keep hearing bad judgment, but she's in the upright, which could be karmic justice, right? Like if, like I said, staying on the point of if you have met your Emperor and your Empress and you're still choosing and you choose not to go down that path, right? Again, like I'm just not going to step in my divinity. I'm not going to take on the assignment, right? It's like everything that then happens in your life after you basically tell the universe no, like although it was a bad judgment, it's good for you. It builds character, right? It matures you. Okay, is what I'm hearing or what I'm getting from this. Okay, there is something here about slow and steady wins the race, wanting to take things slow, wanting to, I'm hearing build slowly. It's pinging off of this Eight of Wands, which is like swift action, and I'm almost getting a sense of someone like just not feeling like they're ready, or they don't want to rush into things. I get a very heavy I'm not ready off of this Knight of Pentacles. And when it comes to stepping into your divinity, no one's ever ready. I doubt myself every day, right? That's what my prayers and my meditations are for, is really sitting down with my God and my guides and kind of releasing that stuff and helping reconnect, right? And so I'm getting a need for, and I have a feeling with this Eight of Wands being here, I'm getting a sense that you do eventually get there, right? Where you just finally like, okay, I get it. I'm off to the races. But right now it's like you're just kind of like, I'm not ready. I'm comfortable where I'm at. I like what's happening now, and I would like things to continue. I'm just getting someone who just does not want things to change, right? Even though it's for their greater good. There is, we have twin flame cards here, right? Like we have the Lover's card, you have the Emperor to the Empress. The Chariot is in reverse, so there's something definitely blocking. And like I said, I keep hearing bad judgment off of this Queen of Swords in the upright, and then also continuing cycles. And they're showing me the Knight of Wands in my head. So continuously being out there, basically being a playboy or a playgirl. I am going to clarify this. Oh, no. With the Hierophant in the reverse, it's like not learning the lesson, not taking the contract is an injustice, right? That's just period. And with the Sun in the reverse and the Six of Wands and the Fool, it's like what you're not seeing is how happy, is how successful, is how like it's almost like I'm getting like a lower vibrational comfortableness here in the subconscious, not realizing that on the other side of this lesson is the Hierophant in the upright, Justice in the upright, the Sun in the upright with the Six of Wands and the Fool. Like that is more abundance than you can ever imagine, right? That's more happiness, and the Sun is the happiest card in the deck, right? Like it's one of the best cards that you can get. So I'm just getting a sense of someone needing to change their perspective on things, Okay, I feel complete with that. I'm gonna further clarify the Six of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, it's like, clarifying the Six of Wands in the reverse is the Seven of Wands in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Wands in the reverse, and the Queen of Cups. The Seven of Wands in the reverse always gives me something that backfires. I'm getting a very heavy sense of choosing to, like, Spirit's very clear, like choosing to stay comfortable, choosing to stay on this wheel, or in this situationship, will backfire, right? It's not going to go well. Juggling a partnership. This was actually, yeah, it was in the reverse. I was like, I felt like the Ace of Wands was in the reverse. Juggling a partnership, juggling a contract, is not good. Ace of Wands in the reverse. It creates instability, right? This is giving me, take time to really meditate and love yourself. I feel like you know when you have a higher calling. You just know. To be honest with you, I don't think I knew it until 30, right? It took me that much time. I went through a lot of stuff in my life, and I honestly couldn't figure out why people were so fucked up to me. That was kind of like I had this like victim mind state of just like, why are people so fucked up to me? I didn't have any boundaries. And, through therapy, I realized that me not having boundaries was because, being molested, my home situation, I never had any, I was never taught boundaries, right? So I had to get to that conclusion as well, and forgive myself for that. But also, there really are people out here who genuinely do not like you standing in your authentic self. That took me a little bit longer to realize. I learned that lesson around 33, 34, mainly 33. At 33, most of the friends that I had up until that point, basically I had to walk away from. Also had to walk away from my ex-narc. Had to walk away from a job. Like, it was just like everything all at once, because I realized, right, that especially once you get comfortable with yourself, especially when you get comfortable with the effort that you make, and like I said earlier, I know my heart, I know the place that I come from, right? When I would get unwarranted negativity back, I knew exactly what that was. That's me standing in my power, me standing in my light, irritates the fuck out of this person. This has nothing to do with me. It's not my shit. Not my monkey, not my circus. Right? That's that person's shit. And I'm getting a heavy need here for someone to come to that realization, right? Of just like, you have a higher calling on your life. There is some sort of message or healing or whatever that you are supposed to deliver to the rest of us, right? And but you're stuck in this lower vibrational cycle of the ego and are not letting go. Okay. That is very clear to me. Now, it could be a marriage or a partnership. Like I said, with marriage in reverse, courtship, and Hierophant in the reverse, that is totally, totally possible. I kind of want to pull off of this Ace of Swords in the Tower just to get a deeper perspective, and then I'll pull a Celtic Tree Autumn, and we can go about our day. Let's see what Spirit has to say about that. Move forward to your wish fulfillment. Take a leap of faith, splitting the deck. Spirit, what is this Ace of Swords in the Tower? What is this Ace of Swords in the Tower? What is this Ace of Swords in the Tower? I'm getting a need here for someone to really go internal, really do some self-care. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Cups. It's like someone who's not grounded, who needs maybe a little bit more me time, right? Knight of Wands in the reverse. Take things. I keep seeing that Knight of Wands and energy, and I don't know what that is. I have long since decided to protect my energy from Knights of Wands. I can't. I can't. It's too much drama. It brings in too much negativity, right? And I'm just getting a heavy, like, just self-worth here. Have a little bit more self-worth. The truth. The Ace of Swords, clarifying the Ace of Swords, is the Five of Swords, the Two of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. Yep. We have the Queen of Swords again and the Empress. And remember, she was blocking the Emperor earlier. So I don't know what that is. But we shall see. The Devil in reverse again, I saw. Nine of Swords, the Lovers, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, Judgment, Ten of Wands, Four of Cups. Yeah. Okay. Again, so, the Five of Swords clarifying the Ace of Swords is like there is someone here who is self-sabotaging. That is what the Five of Swords is. And not breaking some sort of 3D contract. The Two of Cups gives me 3D contract. It could also be not being in alignment with your highest self, right here. Not sneaking away, the Seven of Swords in the reverse, not juggling, really having to stand up for yourself and get the fuck on to calmer waters. That's literally what this is saying. Again, I'm just getting someone who is holding on to dear life for something that is dead, done, and over with, and is just not trying to move forward. With Judgment here, Spirit is going to move you the fuck on regardless. Just gonna throw that out there. You can fight all you want to, but All right, the Tower. We have the Nine of Swords again. It's mental prison over, the lovers. This Six of Pentacles in the reverse with the um, Five of Pentacles and the Judgment is giving me breadcrumbing and being left out in the cold. And I'm getting a heavy, heavy karma off of this. Heavy, heavy karma. So here's the thing, and I don't, like to put this out there on people, but let's just say you're in this marriage, you're comfortable, it's open, right? Your partner cheats, you cheat, everyone's fine with everybody cheating, and then your partner meets a soulmate, and your partner leaves you out in the cold. That is judgment. Especially if you have a higher calling on your life. Your partner recognized their higher calling. They saw their twin and got the fuck on. That is how you learn your lesson, is basically what this is saying, right? You play stupid games, win stupid prizes. The Ten of Wands in the reverse with the Four of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Eight of Swords is literally being laden with burdens and regrets and looking at the past and disappointment and being trapped in a mental prison. We now have mental prison and hell twice here, right? And it's all because you refuse to let go of the past. Again, something that was dead, done, and over with. I feel complete in that. There's something here about needing to be in recovery in order to learn the lesson. Like I said, this Knight of Wands energy keeps coming up. Really, really look at either being celibate or going internal, with spirituality and religion being here on the table, maybe dive deeper into your religion or spirituality to help you, come make a decision while you're on that crossroads. But I'm just getting a heavy sense here of someone needing to accept it is what it is and move forward. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Blackthorn. I actually pulled this card for myself yesterday. It is the number 9, so 9, I think I keep seeing 9 of Wands, so the Wounded Warrior. I know that this one is all about protection. It's kind of like a thorny tree. It's got a nice little purple blueberries or something on it. Let's go ahead and read from the book and see what the book has to say about it. No choice, however unpleasant, cleansing. Spirit is so funny. No choice. All right, let's go. All right. Blackthorn is the card that represents the strong action of fate or outside influences on your life and journey, that which has to be obeyed. You may feel that you have no choice, however unpleasant, but to let events take you over. forcing you down a harsh, unavoidable path. Unexpected change or the ruining of your plans can be daunting, but you must accept that there are sometimes issues to face and decisions to make that are inescapable. However, just as the same glass can be seen to be half empty or half full, depending on your perception of it, so on your spiritual journey, a hard, disruptive period can be entered into in a negative, harmful way or a positive, beneficial way. If you persist with a negative viewpoint, trying to cling to your old ways and facing difficulties with resentment and stubbornness, you will only damage yourself in the end. On the other hand, you can accept immutable events willingly by conquering your resistance and drawing on spiritual strength, and so become able to recognize a new direction or opportunity as it emerges from the chaos and work with it. In due course, you should then realize that although your life or yourself may have altered drastically, you have nonetheless safely emerged into a new, fulfilling phase, cleansed and renewed in the process. Y'all, when I tell you I love spirit, literally what we've been talking about the whole time, you have a divine calling placed on your life. It is fated. There is no way out. Okay? You have no choice. It will be unpleasant as fuck as you continue to resist it. Okay? I also love here how it talks about how on the other side of that, right, is like a new fulfilling phase, cleansed, renewed, right? The minute that you decide to let go, I keep hearing like let go control issues, right? Is the minute that things turn around. Okay? I feel complete in that. I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated, please give me a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys later today. Have a good day. Bye.